So I'm going to introduce my team to you. I just did. I want them to really introduce themselves. But Ty has been with African Ancestry since 2013. So, you know, she's job like an OG over here at African Ancestry. As I told you, she manages the African Ancestry online community. And welcome, Ty. You're looking like a beautiful peacock tonight.
Thank you so much.
I'm glad to have you here. And then we also have Simone Jones, who is a native of Birmingham. So Simone brings us some southern flair. So welcome, Simone. Thank you for being here. I think probably the real distinction for you is you're the one who's been preparing results or leading the preparation of results for the past, I don't even know how many years. 5 years?
Almost 5 years.
Yeah, I was so glad when you got here and I could turn that over to you. I was so glad to anoint you as the preparer of results. But ladies, let's just, tell me, why is African Ancestry special to you? Why have you chosen to be part of our team for so long?
Oh, well, as I would say in the AAOC, this is ancestor work. So the ancestors tapped. I'm one of the ones that the ancestors tapped. And I'm just so excited that I met you, Gina. I met you while I was working with Step Africa. Mm-hmm. And when I met you, I said, I'm going to work with African Ancestry. I didn't know how. Yeah. I just knew I was going to work with African Ancestry. And so it is so important to me to be a part of people's reconnecting to their African identity. And even if it's not connecting to their African identity, making sense of their identity. So it's a pleasure to serve the African Ancestry family on a day-to-day basis.
Okay, Simone, what drew you to African Ancestry and why have you chosen to be a part of our team for so long?
Well, Ty and I actually have a very similar beginning in that we had been introduced to African Ancestry through other parties and said, I'm going to work there. Yeah. So one of the main reasons that I enjoy working for African Ancestry is I consider myself the walking, talking intersection of science, data, hip hop, Afrofuturism, all of that stuff. And I think that I know that African Ancestry has been a vehicle for me to sort of further that mentality. And I'll tell anyone who listens, I realized very early on that my destiny was connected to being in service of the community.
Well, I'm so glad that the two of you all said yes to this ancestor work. And I think it's important when we talk about why choose African Ancestry and what makes us different. There are a lot of things that make us different, right? But I think one of the major differences is that we're purpose driven.
Yeah.
You guys heard them talking about it. I didn't even say anything, but we do this work for a purpose. And yes, we're a business. We are a for-profit corporate entity. Yeah. So profit is important, but that's not our driver. And what I found is being purpose driven has allowed us to be successful. We're still here 18 years later and growing every year, I think, because we are purpose driven. So that's very important to me.